One of the highlights of the sale is the Gerhard Richter Blue, which is really one of the most seminal works by Gerhard Richter. It's 3 by 3 meters, so it's a large scale, and it has all the power and all the excitement that you want in an abstract Richter. It was painted in 1988. One could say it's really the turning year, it's the crucial year where Richter's language really developed in what we all know and what we love about Richter. It's one of the few paintings that is titled. It is titled Blue. As you can see, you have this blue swoop that is very landscape oriented, and it's truly a magnificent work that we're very happy to have. There are art historical factors which are very important and that don't particularly have something to do with the price. There could be pieces in the hundreds of thousands of dollars that could be in the evening or the day. If we decide it's a premier piece and it's a very important work of the artist, we will decide to include it in the evening sale. There's another factor that I want to mention. It's like if it's a collection, we are more inclined to include, a perspective of the collection, and therefore the variety will be much bigger, and we are also more open to include smaller works or smaller works in price into the evening sale just because they make sense within the grouping. Will this trend continue? It's very hard to answer what's gonna happen in 2 months, even harder to answer what's gonna happen in 6 months. There are definitely more guarantees, I can say this, across the board this season than there were last season. If the trend continues, we will see. It's a measure of how the market moves, how the economy moves. It's also depends on how the auction houses do with those guarantees. We'll see what the next step will be. My selection of the top 3 post-war lots would be the 1970s de Kooning that we have, which is a wonderful piece of abstract expressionism, a work that de Kooning did in mid-70s when he moved out to East Hampton, changed his palette, changed his technique, changed how the paint flowed on the canvas, and it's a very seminal work for the artist. Another one of my favorites is the Andy Warhol's Electric Chair from 1967, one of only 14 canvases he did in what we refer to the big electric chair, an incredible painting that has this cruel subject of the electric chair with pop colors laid behind it. So it's a typical Andy Warhol play of playing with your emotions, of making kind of fun of them, of including this horrible instrument in the daily life and with the television and the pop culture and combine it there. And another one of my favorites is the Jackson Pollock from 1952, a black and white painting. In 1951-52, Pollock turned away from color and just focused on black and white, so just dripping and pouring the black ink on the plain canvas and created these beautifully ink, juicy paintings. We're lucky to have one of these examples because they're very rare to come to auction. Can I say Popeye now?